Okay, guys. So when you load up, when you start this practical exam, hit the setup key and go into this window, which you haven't spent a lot of time in. Hit the output port. This is all the outputs of the console. So this is where you patch outputs. You can see there's all these Dante ports. We're not using Dante. So we're gonna go over, I hit the slide button. See the slot button, see the arrow pointing that way? What you really wanna go to is find the Omnis. You go to the Omnis, there's all your Omni outputs in one shot. Omni 1 is what? Mix 1, right? Close. You don't even have to hit close. You can arrow right over and go to Omni 5 is what, our Q out?
Yep.
So where's the Q? Let's go to the orange one. There's the Qs, left or right. Those meters we were patching a moment ago. So that's the monitor output left. Omni 6 is our matrix, right? Mm-hmm. Matrix 1, our sub. Find the matrix right there, MTRX 1. And Omni 7 is the stereo bus, so I'm gonna go back to the stereo up here. Stereo left, Omni 8 is stereo right. I just patched all the outputs. That help?
Good.
Closing. Next thing, let's get all of our EQs and reverbs and all that taken care of first. So rack. Rack, we need mix 17 to feed the input of the reverb. We need to get the reverb to be a Rev X plate. And we want its output to go to stereo bus left and stereo return left and right. Stereo return 1 left and right. And of course, we'll also patch the graphics before we get any further. So we'll go insert orange, stereo bus left and stereo bus right across the first two graphics. Graphic EQ 2A. Did I mess up there? Nope, that's correct. And the third graphic EQ, of course, would be mix 1. Now I'm all set up and ready to go.
You got a link?
I forgot to link. Thank you. Thank you, Ben. Ben, you're awesome. Okay, ready? Here we go. So, select a channel. Gains are got to patch the input, which I did not do. So I'm going to go Omni in 1. It remembers the gain from the previous person. I need phantom power because it's a condenser. Hey, check. At this point, turn on the channel, assign it to the stereo bus, turn up the stereo bus, turn on the stereo bus. Graphic EQ is already inserted. Outputs are already working. Check. We're good. Leave it on, mute the stereo bus. Let's go to monitors. Let's find the monitor bus. Mix 1, turn it on, turn it up. It's already routed to the right place. We already have the graphic EQs. All I really have to do, I have to remember to make the monitor mix pre-fader. So I have to go back to the left side, find mix 1 knob, press it, press it again, make it pre-fader. But once it's pre-fader, I can go sends on fader, select that mix, and this should send it to the monitor mix. Leave it on the monitor mix, I'm gonna mute it, go back to stereo. Well, no, actually we wanna do that because we wanna put it in the Q wedge, right? So all I should do if it's already queued is just bring it up and I should hear it, boom, because I already routed the output. So that's a lot easier. And then with that in mind, I'm done with monitors for a moment. Let's go back to stereo bus, hey. Let's put it in the reverb. I'm gonna go out of sends on fader. Reverb, you're supposed to use the knobs. So select the input, going to effects, mix 17, yank it up, unity gain-ish. And then find the stereo return, because everything else should be patched. Oh, stereo, you have to find the mix master for 17, the effects master, turn it on, turn it up. Should already be feeding everything to the reverb. Return from the reverb, I already see it, turn it on, assign it to the stereo bus, and we should have reverb in the mains. And now I want to put reverb in the monitors. I'm going to mute the mains, go to the monitors, open it up, and if I want to put reverb in it, I got to go back to the stereo return, and I think sends on fader is an easy way to do this. So sends on fader, and mix 1 select, and check reverb, and I'm done.